afternoon, good evening, colleagues, because I know we are operating simultaneously from several time zones. I must say that I have thoroughly enjoyed the presentations that preceded mine. It really does show the breadth and depth of the work that WASD has been able to do with its collaborators and stakeholders, so congratulations. My role this morning is to share with you an exciting opportunity regarding the special issue of the World Journal of Science, Technology, and Sustainable Development, which, as many of you will know, is a publication of WASD, one of our very path-breaking, highly cited publications. But my purpose this morning is to indicate that in the coming months, we will be producing a special edition of that journal with the title Soulful Bytes, Humanizing the Digital Revolution, for a sustainable tomorrow. And we invite female researchers, no offense intended. When Alan and I brainstormed this a couple of weeks ago, the intention was really to get a publication out to coincide with International Women's Day next year, March 8th. And having done this over the past 20 years, we realize we have such talented female academics, practitioners, politicians, like Alam indicated, policymakers, who in their respective fields have been able to demonstrate how we can leverage digital technologies to address various societal ills, enhance our social and economic well-being, etc. So we do invite female researchers, academics, policymakers, legislators, and practitioners to contribute to this special edition of the peer-reviewed journal, World Journal of Science, Technology, and Sustainable Development, under the theme Soulful Bytes, Humanizing Digital Transformation for a Sustainable Tomorrow. In WASD, we remain true to our commitment to do our part to help meet the various obligations or benchmarks as defined within the various SDGs. The sub-themes for that special edition include: 1, ethical frameworks in the digital age. And here we're hoping that authors can propose ethical considerations and frameworks for technologies prioritizing human rights. Just recently, on December 10th, the world commemorated Human Rights Day. So it'll be interesting to examine the intersection between digital transformation and human rights. The second, inclusive design and accessibility, explores strategies for creating universally accessible digital solutions addressing diverse needs. And when we say diverse needs, we mean ethnic, phenotypical, economic, geographic, gender. All of those variables somehow interfere with the level of access we have to the emerging technologies. 3, sociocultural impact of digital innovations. Investigate digital transformation's influence on culture, social structures, indigenous knowledge, cultural knowledge, and community relationships. The 4th sub-theme, empowering women in the digital era. Analyze the role of technology in advancing gender equality. We have just concluded 16 days of activism to raise awareness for the level of domestic violence meted against girls and women. And how can we therefore use technology to help cure some of those issues that are of grave concern to us? The fifth sub-theme, policy perspectives on human-centric technology. We are concerned about the extent to which technology is perceived to be dehumanizing us as beings, as workers. So we examine policymaking for ethical technology, ensuring that innovation aligns with human values. The sixth theme, community engagement and digital citizenship, very topical. And here we're hoping that authors can highlight the importance of community involvement in decision-making and responsible digital citizenship. The seventh sub-theme, legal dimensions and digital transformation. Very topical, especially within the context of all of this conversation around AI and what it means. So here we explore legal aspects related to digital ethics, focusing on issues such as cyberbullying and revenge pornography, address the challenges, propose legal frameworks, and share case studies on ensuring a legal environment that protects individuals in the digital realm. The eighth sub-theme, digital technology in higher education. Very topical. In the last year, WADS has hosted quite a few symposia addressing the issue of the role of higher education, in the digital age, and what role we can see for higher education institutions in advancing the SDGs. But here in particular, we investigate the transformative impact of digital technology on higher education, share insights on innovative teaching methods. We had our experience with the pandemic. We learned a lot. How can we better leverage digital learning platforms and the evolving role of technology in shaping the future landscape of academia? The ninth theme looks at the orange economy and the intersection between digital technology and the orange economy. We do something similarly in the 10th sub-theme, digital transformation and climate change. At 11, transformational sustainable tourism, which speaks for itself in terms of the context of digital transformation and sustainable tourism and how these two intersect and how we can leverage a technology. We just heard a very interesting presentation on health and technology, and that's the kind of discussion we hope will ensue in that sub-theme. And the last being AI and digital poverty. Examine the role of AI in reinforcing global disparities, resulting in a new form of digital poverty. Investigate how AI contributes to demarcations between the digitally affluent and the digitally disadvantaged, and proposing strategies for mitigating these effects. Of course, I will be the special editor. Alan has told you a little bit about me. The various deadlines include, and of course, through our WAS network, we will share that information with you. But by January 30th, we hope to have received all of the abstracts. The papers we expect to receive no later than April 30th. The deadline for the revised submissions, June 10th, and the final publication date, July 30th. But you can tell from these dates that by March 8th, we will have enough material that we can host a symposia either on the 8th of March or thereabout, or upon the conclusion of the final publication. Either way, the intention is to bring, and we have among our colleagues a global community of women who have done extensive and in some respects, path-breaking work on the role and impact of technology in their respective fields. And more recently, they have interrogated the implications of new and emerging technologies. Some of these women, off the top of my head, in the areas of gender, we have Dr. Natasha Motley from Mona Campus, Michelle Marius, Kim Malalieu, among the thought leaders on ICTs in the Caribbean. Jillian Marcel, who through her work continues to showcase how technologies can be leveraged in various realms, more recently focusing on resilient capital ventures. Yamida Dagnett, climate finance and climate justice. Dr. Dinah Hippolyte Blake in Australia, and who's done extensive work in Canada as well. Lisa Dublin and Pamela Leos, who are authors, coaches, well-published, leveraging the technology to transform lives, to develop human capacity in their respective fields. Professor Lai Fan, who is the chair in technology and social change at the University of Waterloo in Canada. In the UK, we have Ellen Elbser from Oxford, who was one of the early researchers and pioneers in the critical area of digital inequalities. Kem Lubin, who is a well-published AI scholar and tech humanist based at Waterloo University in Canada, and many, many others. But the point is, we really want to encourage the amazing female academics, policymakers. I met some fantastic women, Alan, when I was in the UK with you last month, out of Vodafone, for example, the NHS system, again, showing how important technology is to transforming life, but of course, guarding against some of the inherent or inadvertent dangers. I thank you for this opportunity. And I'm sure when the flyer goes out, Alan, we'll be flooded with all kinds of submissions, but thank goodness we are known for publishing path-breaking work, well-researched work, and because it is a peer-reviewed journal, it is highly competitive, and I'm sure the output will be nothing less than excellent. Thank you for this opportunity.